Okay, so what happened last time was party of 3 had a reservation for a ship in the cargo hold. And
sharp party of 3.
You guys had your small little experience down there, and Ashale got a lot more information from Belle. Oh boy. Emotion. Everybody emotion. Where my players did definitely not, plot against me.
Never. I would never plot against you.
Never.
We actually plotted less than I had liked.
Well, we're going to be picking up with the boat crew. We begin again. You all will have been on the ship for an undetermined amount of time, unless anybody wishes to make a intelligence or survival check to keep mental time.
Are they like covering the
cargo? Yes, they are covering that. There is a pretty thick canvas over top, mostly to keep you guys, 1, from just getting sunburned, and 2, when it has rained the past however many days, keeping you guys from, well, being soaked.
Getting to it. Yeah.
Well, that's nice of them.
Neat.
They gotta make sure you get there alive. And heat stroke and or hypothermia is not helping that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, it's winter, so it's less heat stroke, but you know, sunburn can still happen.
17. 14.
Okay. Theodore has been keeping decent track at where you're looking at about 7 to 8 days on the ocean.
Okay.
And for the most part, it's been calm. The storms have most definitely made you guys less than bone dry. Canvas or not, it's gonna happen. The thing about that, specifically for Theodore and Rob, is that you'll notice that it's kind of intermittent, almost like the ship is going with the storm, probably against its will on this one. But in order to make good time and also to just get where they have to go, sadly, it just seems that they're traveling with it more than anything else. So there's intermittent in and out. It has definitely been frigid out on the seas right now. Granted, like, you guys are below deck, so you are as warm as you will get in comparison to most of the crew. But that doesn't really matter. You can still feel it. The canvas does its best to block out the elements, but the wind included, you can feel that cold draft going right down into your cell, making it at minimum unpleasant. You guys are fed, but you're not fed anything exorbitant. You're pretty much just given hardtack and water. Very seldomly, so far, you guys have been given like a thing of fruit. Probably only been like once or twice. And for those of you who don't know what hardtack is, it's basically just a form of unleavened bread. Sometimes I think it's called like sailor biscuits or something like that. They are hard as a hockey puck. But they are meant to be that way for preservation's sake. Like, they last a very, very, very long time. And also just, it's bread. I've had it. It's okay. If there's anything that you guys want to discuss or, I don't know, vaguely do in this week, speak now or hold your peace. All right, peace is being held.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much, well, we're in a box, and we know where we're going.
Mm-hmm. On the 8th or 9th day, again, you're not entirely sure, there is yet another storm. Whether you guys are out in the open ocean or sticking to the coast, you are unaware. But today, what you can imagine is probably evening. Theodore, I'm giving you the opportunity on this one. You're trying your best to keep an eye on that. The storm is rough. You all are swaying in the ship. Sometimes if you are being caught off balance, you are just kind of getting rolled into the bars of your cage. I'm gonna have each of you make constitution checks to not get seasick on this one.
Okay.
Theodore, I'll let you do pain tolerance.
Yay! I barely get to use that.
I know.
I rolled a 1.
Well,
That's
you're in luck
incredible.
because
Good thing I get a reroll.
yeah, reroll 1 to 3s.
13.
24.
Okay.
15.
You think I would roll better with +6 to that?
You would think, but Val, you are on the precipice of illness here, and at a particular point, you will most definitely lose the mediocre lunch that was given to you today, and you will take a point of exhaustion for that. Robert, barely holding on. DC was 14, by the way. Robert, you're more just kind of sticking, holding on to the bars and making sure that you're moving with the ship rather than you being moved by the ship. And Theodore, you are completely fine. But as the storm rages and you guys can hear the waves crashing against the ship and the ship crashing against the waves, you can hear the wind howling and whistling through the bars above you. The rain is deafening, and as is the cracks of thunder and lightning, that even in the lower deck of the ship, you all can feel almost like you can tell the difference between when a wave hits the ship and when thunder and lightning crashes above you. You can all feel it. It's a concerning bit of the storm that you are finding yourselves in. I will have all of you make perception checks. Val at this point with disadvantage being nasty sickness.
Oh.
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
15.
Bad for disadvantage.
that's really not bad for disadvantage at all. So 2 15s. You guys will notice that there is nobody down here with you right now. Nobody is in the lower decks. Everybody is above, more than likely trying to keep the ship together and not flooded. You guys are feeling now as waves come over the side of the ship, you guys are drenched in gallons of seawater on a consistent basis now. Neither of you are dry, and this is just a miserable, cold existence. The water is frigid. With the air that is managing to make its way down to you, it chills you to the bone. You all have to kind of just wring your hands, keeping yourselves as warm as possible. Just wringing out the clothes, keeping yourselves as least bogged down as possible. And I'll say with the 15 as well, you guys can begin to hear just a lot of yelling and commands coming from above. It's hard to piece together through the rest of the storm that's happening around you, even though that there is just a large opening above you. All the other noise that's happening around is making it incomprehensible, but you can hear other people's voices cutting through, and there's a lot of yelling. As this miserable amount of time goes on, you guys will start to hear crashing above you, and not just of the waves, but of what seems to be going off of your 15s, what seems to be wood be either cracking or being hit, and you're starting to hear the metallic sounds, whether that's of rigging or what have you. You cannot tell, but at a certain point, you guys can see that the canvas that was above you completely gets swept away and folds over on itself. You see some of it still flapping in one of the corners, but it is no longer covering you, and immediately rain starts coming down on you. I'll leave it to Robert and Val on this one. There with a 3, you're just staring ahead.
Yeah. Man, it's sure wet in here. That's crazy.
Damn,
I
sure
wonder where
is
this
wet.
water's coming from.
It's more wet than normal, Theodore. You want to guess where the wet is coming from?
I don't know. I saw some come out of your mouth earlier. That was gross.
Whoa.
It's all vomit.
Oh, the sky is vomiting.
Oh, sure.
Looking up, there is not a lot of light. It is a pitch dark night right now. You can see just a little bit of what seems to hopefully be a lantern light holding on to the its last legs of fire, or maybe ever-bright crystals in lanterns if you're lucky. As lightning strikes, you can see the ship is lit up for a brief moment. You can see the mast and the sails. The sails are struggling to keep themselves together, let alone attached. And you can see, I'm gonna Robert, Val, make another perception check.
Oh boy. Oh, right, I have to make another roll.
Yeah.
Can't be less than that, right? Oh, it was a 9 anyway.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
ninja.
Oh,
You guys cannot see much as lightning strikes above. You guys are kind of flashed a little bit, and you get the retina burn, so you don't see anything really above you. But as you all are examining, trying to keep yourselves as dry as possible, and Theodore just dissociating in the corner, there you hear like something step or fall above you where the bars are, and then you start to see these objects fall from above, and they're pretty hefty objects from what you can see as they are falling, and they fall into these pieces. They're bones.
oh,
Bones that have the seaweed, kelp, and all other just little
Oh.
bits of like stringy vegetation of the sea attached to them, and they fall in a large amount too. This is not just a small thing. I'll have you guys roll nature, all of you.
Sure. I
I'm a
don't know
negative
what
1 to nature.
is.
4. I know
Hey.
nothing.
19.
19.
Oh,
Robert, you are going to recognize what these are, but I'm going to, for Val and Theodore, these are a collection of what looks to be jawbones of some kind, with a lot of teeth. A lot of teeth. Very sharp, very pointy. Robert, you will recognize these as shark jawbones.
Oh.
Some of them are not necessarily like fully together. Some of them look like they're broken in half or into other segments. But there is one that you can see above that's kind of like dangling. And as the ship sways one direction, it falls off of the bars and collapses down on you. And it's a full set. Like it's a full jaw. It's smaller, probably like a human torso size. It just kind of like falls right in front of you. It's a whole thing.
Question.
Yes.
I can totally, I can see. Okay, sharp is an object that is kind of in a line. Some of it.
Correct.
man, these are sharp.
Yeah. How terrible would it be to snap part of the jawbone off, snap some of the teeth out to where I can hold it in my hand, to where it's basically just a
shiv?
like a razor club. Yeah.
So you're looking for like a club?
I'm
Or are you
looking
looking
to
for, like, a shiv?
snap part of the jaw off, snap teeth out of the way of where I'd had put my hand, and leave the rest of the teeth in.
Okay, I understand now. Okay, so there are parts of it that's already like, not detached and not full jaws. So I'll have you do a strength check just to pull out like of like a half or a split jaw to remove some of the teeth out of it.
Sure. 20, not that.
Yeah, well, yeah, totally. As you are pulling it out, you manage to get some of the teeth out where your hand would be, and it feels good. Feels sturdy.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to immediately hide that under the like little seat we have.
Okay. So you just slide it underneath the little thing in there.
Okay, and then I'd like to make another, if I can.
Okay. So as you're reaching down and grabbing more of these things, how do I want to describe this to you? This is gonna be really funny, actually, in hindsight. The ship sways one way, and like as you reach down, one of the bones shift and move with the ship, and as the you kind of just like miss grabbing it, and then as it sways again, the bones shift, but against the way the ship moved.
Is the
then
bone unmodified still there?
it begins to move as well, and you guys will see as all these bones are at your feet, they begin to move almost together. And Robert, where that jaw was in front of you, like almost turns on the floor and begins to act like Pac-Man moving towards you. I need all of you to roll initiative. There you are.
Oh, god damn, what the fuck?
Man, I made one of the beating sticks for him! No!
He's made out of it.
Oh, god.
As these bones begin to collect, conjoining together, where you hear these sickening snaps as the joints of the jaws connect into one another and grind against each other, fitting improperly, and sometimes grinding to the point where like the barnacles that were on some of these bones snap off or connect to each other and begin this horrible grinding sound. It takes form into a conglomeration of these shark jaws and take on a vague form of something humanoid. Now, for those at home who know what a shark jaw skeleton is, I reduced the size. It is not large; it is medium.
Thanks.
And I have changed just a minor things around for what this is.
He used great white shark jaws instead of megalodon.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It is medium size, but either way, we are going to put the initiative list up like I've been meaning to do. So we have Sharkjaw Skeleton, we have Val, and then who else we got?
Robert, then me. No, wait.
No,
Me
it's
then
you,
Robert.
yeah,
I
you
lied.
and Robert.
Why would you lie to our DM?
It's easy and free.
It's
Oh, you're right.
easy. All right, Robert.
It's easy, free, and fun.
As the complete jaw begins to Pac-Man towards you, you're kind of pressed into a corner with not many places to go other than probably up. But it is going to take on its turn. No surprise round or anything. It is just regular thing. It is going to first take a bite attack at you, since that is what was coming for you first.
What?
And remember, nobody has armor on, by the way. So your ACs equal 10 plus your dexterity modifier. That's it.
What? Yeah. What do you mean? That's what's coming for me first. The entire thing is jaws. Of course, it's gonna bite me.
Oh man,
It's not
I
gonna do
wonder.
anything else.
I wonder if it's gonna bite me or bite me.
Yeah.
It
might
has
bite
the
me.
broken jaws where it can kind of like slash
That's
at you.
basically biting.
It's half biting. 15 to hit.
Non-committal biting.
Yes.
Okay.
That hits.
Okay. You will be taking 10 piercing damage.
Oh.
And you are grappled.
Ew.
As it bites onto you, it's almost like it goes over your head, and since there's nothing beyond the jaws, it clamps down across your chest and your back as like you are just in its mouth, one of its mouths. TM. It kind of has you in like almost like a harness of a bite. And as it begins to form again, stand up, it takes its half jaw made limbs and like kind of tries to wrap around you. There's going to be quote unquote a claw attack. That's a little bit higher, so I know that will hit. And you will take 7 slashing damage. as it like gives you the worst pointy hug of your life.
Ouch.
And just kind of has you in a corner, pressed up against the bars, and that is its turn.
Help! Help!
Val, you're up.
I'm going to attempt to just pry the jaws and jaws and jaws from Robbit.
Jaws and jaws and jaws.
Jaws
Okay.
and jaws and jaws.
I will have you make an athletics check.
Okay.
You will have to beat what's its DC for escaping grapple? A 13. You are at disadvantage because of the exhaustion.
Oh yeah. I'll roll it again. Yeah, 4.
Well,
I got 4.
4? Okay. 4 it is.
While this is happening, can I use thaumaturgy to shout something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, is that an action or a bonus action?
It just says at will. Let me see. It's an action, never mind.
Okay. You can still try to yell just as is, and then next turn if you want to use thaumaturgy to emphasize that, you can.
I will shout at the ceiling. If anyone can hear us, if you can get us our weapons, we can help you fight these things if there are more up there. And that is what I'll say.
Okay. I'm rolling. Okay. All right. So you try to get in the way of this thing and reach into its jaw and pry it open, but as you start to pull, your hands start to get sliced, and you know that if you were to try any further, at least for this turn thematically, you would just lose a finger. So you have to let go, sadly, and take up another tactic. So you did your action. You have a bonus action if you want to do anything.
I don't have anything. Thank you, though.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Theodore, you're up.
Okay, well, I see what Val was trying to do, and I would like to get the shark off my friend, so I'm gonna try to grab it.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. 21.
21, very good. All right, so you reach your hands in, same as Val, but you're trying to use less of fingers and more of your palms, and you just push apart, and there's the like a crack, almost like you're cracking all your knuckles. You hear that as you fight against the power of the jaws, and it's still kind of like around Robert, but is no longer grappling him. So Robert, you are not considered grappled anymore.
Not good.
Okay, and then I'm curious if this is a good idea. You know what? Fuck
maybe.
it. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Because if I can kind of shake Robin out in emotion and slam this thing's jaws into the iron bars, I want to try and break teeth off.
Okay, let me see. I will have you. What maneuvers do you have as a battle master?
As a battle master, I have bait and switch, disarming attack, pushing attack, and trip attack, because I have the little extra thing.
I will let you, if you want. I will have you expend superiority to do bait and switch, to then switch with Robert, and then I will have you be able to do an attack. I'll just say we'll have it be in athletics, contested athletics, to do what you want.
Okay.
But to do both of those things, I'm gonna have you expend the superiority die.
Okay, and I would not get any of the benefits from bait and switch.
What does bait and switch give you?
You roll the superiority die until the start of your next turn. You or the other creature of your choice gains bonus AC equal to the number rolled.
No, I'll let you have that.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
I want to know how close is everyone to me?
Within 5 feet, you are within grabbing
Perfect,
distance.
thank you.
Yeah.
So
Great.
I'll burn the superiority die, and then do you want me to make an athletics check for the attack?
Yes. So it's gonna be contested.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll as well. I rolled like shit. 11. Yeah, you succeed. So
Okay.
I'm going to have this be, as far as damage.
I'd
Your
like to
strength.
give the 6 AC to Robert, by the way.
Okay, Robert, you are now at how much AC with +6?
18.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is until the start of my next turn.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. Okay, good shit. Let's switch the minis around then. You get bait and switched. You you yank Robert out of the way of the jaws, and you don't necessarily put yourself in the same position, but as you move and your hands, one of your hands are still on the jaws, you slam the whole thing forward into the bars. You see that some of the teeth go flying outward. Not all of them, still enough to do damage if they bite you, but it's kind of like now gnawing at the bars as it's trying to fight against you. And I'll have it be like an unarmed strike in this case. So what's your strength? +3, +2?
My strength is +5.
Not your saving throw,
And
like,
then-
like your score.
Yeah, +5. I have
Yeah.
a 20 in strength.
You do? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't know that. I thought you had a lot less. Okay, so
Theodore's a beefy boy.
okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you, that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I figured.
So you slam it right into the bars, and like not only the teeth fall out, but you can see that some of the jaw like actually cracks in certain places. So unarmed strike does this 6 damage. It's 1 plus your strength modifier, and because you did so much, this thing has a vulnerability to bludgeoning damage.
I figured it's bones.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, that's your turn.
Yep. I feel that was well spent, actually.
Yeah, very much so. I'm with it. All right, Robert, your turn.
Okay. A few questions.
Yeah, what you got?
My arms are bound in front of me, right?
Yes.
Okay. The only thing I can really do, because I don't have magic at the moment, is an unarmed strike.
Yes.
The grates above us don't have any boxes on them or anything because the bones were falling through the grates, right?
Yes.
How high up is the grate above us?
It is, let me measure out real quick, 10 feet.
Okay, cool. Can I, and this is gonna be stupid,
Go on.
can I do like a Goomba stomp on the shark bones and then launch myself with rabbit hop and then try to grab onto the grate to either get somebody's attention or to see how they're faring above us?
Yes. That's awesome.
This is turned into some Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Make an acrobatics check.
13.
13. Yeah, okay, totally. You jump onto the skeleton where Theodore has it pressed up against the bars. You rabbit hop upwards and you grab onto the grate and you kind of have to like swing yourself and you poke your head up. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna make you do any check. As you poke your head up, you can see that there is a blast of lightning and you can see the silhouettes up on the ship. There are 3 more of these things up there, and the crew is fighting for their goddamn life. You didn't hear any of this happening because of the din of the storm. That's what all the perception checks were for, and you guys did not roll high enough to hear anything that was going on up there. A lot of people seem to be injured, but it seems like nobody has perished yet from what you can tell. And you can even see the 2 guards that brought you here are fighting up there as well.
Can I try and flag one of them or like yell at them or something? Try to get one of them attention?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll. I don't really have anything specific for this. Roll percentile.
Percentile.
Yeah. I have this set in my mind of what passes, what doesn't.
Oh god.
That does not.
God, it was like it eased over to the 0 and then rolled back onto the 4.
You're trying to like like get people's attention. You're yelling out to them. Most people are focused on their own personal fights, and you're being drowned out by the storm. As you try to like raise up one of your hands to like wave over, you start to slip and you catch yourself, and you don't get the chance to wave to them, as the bars above you are very slick. But I will say that you are up there right now, and you are above its range of attack right now, like just barely.
Okay. And did the rabbit hop do any damage to it?
No.
Dang it.
I thought about it though.
If you can't tell, I'm poking my like pointer fingers together.
Give him one. Give him one, Judge. Come on.
Give him one.
One little D4 damage.
It's a little win.
With this
we
group's
will.
penchant for hitting, yeah, Jesus. With this group's penchant for barely hitting the number of hit points that are needed to take something out, that could very well be enough to just murder this thing outright.
I know.
Yeah, not this time, buddy. I'm sorry.
All good.
All right, the Sharkjaw's turn. Theodore,
Yep.
it wants you.
Well, it's grappled, you son of a bitch.
It is. So, to explain exactly what grapple does, because it is a point of contention with a lot of people. All that grapple does is, they're not like restrained or anything. All that they can't do is move.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's all that I'm saying. But you can forcefully move a grappled creature. Just the movement is halved. Your
Okay.
movement is
Yeah.
halved.
I mean, they're pretty much up against the bars. That's where I want them.
Yeah, and it's exactly so. They will kind of the shark jaw kind of wrestles almost like a thrashing shark against the bars, and it manages to move you just enough where it's going to try and get a bite attack on you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that you almost got natural 20'd. Almost. I watched it tip from 20 to 14. 14 plus its modifier, so 19.
Oh man, I wonder if I'm missing my armor and have a dex of 1. If that.
I wonder.
I wonder.
Yeah. You will take 13 piercing damage as it bites into you, and you are now considered grappled, quote unquote. It's loosely. It's just it's holding on to you right now because I'm giving you the grappled condition against it.
Yeah.
So.
But then it also has the we're both grappled by each other.
Yeah, you're grappling each other.
This is.
Oh my god. This is wrestling.
fucked
This
up
is
going
wrestling.
anyway.
You ain't got nothing on this, AEW. And it's also going to try the hug maneuver, almost like it's trying to like grab you to then bring you further into it, almost like it's acting as if it has a stomach and a body to like push you or pull you into, is how it's trying to react.
Dummy. You fucking dummy. You're just bones. You're
just
you little
bones,
fucking
idiot. That was even higher than before. You take another 6 slashing damage this time as the appendages wrap around you, start to like claw against you, trying to pull you in.
Okay.
That's all it can do. Val, you're up.
I will take this opportunity to once again yell, but with strength this time, with my thaumaturgy.
Sounds good.
If anyone can hear us, we can help you fight. We need our weapons, though.
Okay. Percentile for you as well.
Oh.
You guys are fighting against the sound of the storm and battle at the same time on a ship. It's a little rough.
Wow, it is spinning. Jesus. 14.
14.
Whole lot of nothing.
You've done your best. That's all you can do. Bonus action or anything else that you wish to try?
That's all I got.
Okay. Sounds good. Theodore, you're up.
Man, those iron bars are really cool. You should get a closer look, sir.
I will have you now roll as an unarmed attack against this.
Still a +8, baby.
Hey, good.
18.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Pretty sure. Let me do the math real quick. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, so that's 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, six again. All right, doubled to 12. You, as it's like wrapped around you, you just kind of grab at its midsection, pick it up, and just slam it against the bars, sending bone shards and teeth everywhere.
Rage in a cage, idiot!
Oh my god.
All right, anything else for your turn?
That's all I can do unless you count my 2 fists as dual-wielding weapons.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't count that way.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I know that
I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it does not do that.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm always down for shenanigans, so I always see where I can get them.
Yeah. No, we'll let this one just stand as is.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair.
Excuse me. All right then, Robert, you're still up above, holding on to the grates with your little rabbit strength.
Scream.
Okay. Percentile again.
Scrim. 88 miles per hour, baby.
All right. This time you pull yourself up. You're holding on, like you wrap one of your arms to the crook of your elbow around the bar, and you use your hand just kind of like waving like crazy and screaming out for help. And you will notice that exposition guard notices you and looks around to everybody else and will use their turn to make their way towards you, making it towards the stairs.
Okay.
You've gotten attention.
Yay.
Woo.
Anything else you wanted to do, Robert? That was your action bonus or movement you have.
Yeah, I have like nothing I can do.
Okay.
No, I'll just chill.
Sounds good. You're just chilling up there. Sounds good. Sharkjaw. Does this thing get anything special since it's grappling you? Yes, it does. Ooh, that's a natural 20 to bite Theodore.
Yay. Yeah.
Natural 20. What is your current armor?
Oh,
Huh?
natural. So,
Shit.
the natural 20, no matter what, it will hit. Yeah. In that
Wait,
that goes
what?
for you guys and against you guys. Okay, you are going to be taking Theodore 23 piercing damage.
Ow.
As Robin Val, you see the shark jaw clamp down around Theodore in multiple places as it's pulling him into its jaw, and there's just sprays and gouts of blood. Ouch, though, that really hurt for you, and it's still going to try and bring you further into its mouth hole. That will definitely hit, and you take an additional 7 slashing damage. That's its turn, Val.
Hello.
there.
Hi.
Hello there.
Oh, help.
I'm gonna try, buddy. Oh my. Oh me, my. I'm going to attempt to just kick it and get its attention.
Okay, yeah.
19?
19 definitely is gonna hit. So what is your unarmed damage?
2.
2, so double to 4 because it's vulnerable.
Okay.
So 4. Okay. So we're looking at you kick at one of its legs, and you actually like crack the bone, and it hobbles. I'm gonna have you make a charisma check. This is to like bravado, I guess, and like, come at me, beast! I am unarmed! You know, that whole thing.
So flat charisma check, disadvantage.
Yes.
Or flat.
Yeah, I'll give you flat on this one. I'll give you
Okay. That's a whole 10.
flat. 10? Okay. If anything, it's considering you for its next meal.
Oh. Why not for your meal now, bitch?
It wants to finish Theodore. He's so delicious.
How do you eat?
It doesn't.
Don't eat me. I've been on the floor too long.
He's gross.
Yeah, what the
hasn't
fuck's
showered
this
in
guy's
days.
MO?
5-day rule.
He ain't gonna eat anything. He's just there.
Uh-huh.
Why does he want to bite us?
There's an actual answer if you want it.
It's Mr. Bitesy.
That's it. I'm casting Fireball.
All right. So you've done your attack. Val, you have extra attack, right?
I do.
Yeah, go for it again if you want.
Sure.
You're doing significant damage.
12.
12, is that? Ah, it's one below the AC. AC is 13.
Alright, action surge then.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 23.
Uh-huh.
So the 4 then, again.
Okay, so another 4. Got it.
And that's do I use another attack?
Yes, you with action surge, you get 4.
That is a 17.
That will also hit. So another 4.
Cool.
All right. 16.
Kicking the shit out of shark bones.
Yeah. So 12 damage in your turn. Not too bad. You kick at it. You kick at it again. You're just like donkey kicking this thing consistently. And you're seeing that large chunks of it are falling off of it now. Like bones are falling to the ground. And it is beyond bloodied now. These things don't have a lot of HP.
Wonderful.
All right. And if that's your go, Theodore.
Hi.
Hello
We
there.
all know what I'm doing. It's ow.
It's hit o'clock.
Yeah, actually, real quick. I am gonna second wind super quick.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
1d10 plus 4. Here. Well, piss.
Oh no. So 5 hit
it's better
points
than
back.
nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. I might keep you up.
And then I'm gonna slam this thing to the bars again, and I'm wondering if I burn a superiority die for damage. Oh, you know what? Fuck this clown. Hit. 22 to hit, so 6 damage plus a d8 from the superiority die.
All right.
Consider this a pushing attack. 1. Fuck
Okay,
me.
so 13 damage total. So pushing attack. Does that work while you're grappled?
I mean, in a technicality, yes, but I'm just putting it against the bars. It would need to make a strength saving throw DC 16. I'm doing it for the damage. I'm doing it for the extra damage of the superiority die more than anything.
I see. Okay, I see the game we're playing here. All right, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, if anything, it gets pushed against the bars more.
Yeah. Okay, so it failed anyways. So cool. You, bam, slam it. Your feet are still planted, and you slam it against the bars, and you have done a grand total of 13. So let me double check the math on this. Okay, got it. Sounds good. It is not holding on very long.
Yeah, man. If I get the feeling that if my superiority die, can I know if my superiority die rolled a 2? Would this thing still be standing?
No, it would not. It would still be standing even if you did.
Okay,
roll
thank
two.
God.
Yeah. No, you're good.
At least I have that solace.
Yeah. But it is not holding itself together very well. It is cracked. It is broken. The jaws that were attached to it are starting to fall off. It is now a thin frame that seems to have only one concern, and that is consume, even if it gets nothing out of it. All right, Robert, your turn.
I believe I rolled a 1 superiority die and my fucking second wind.
Cool. So Mr. Man is still coming over here.
Mr. Man is on his way down. At the top of the initiative, he makes his move.
Okay. Can I do like a stomp on the shark from the top rope up here?
Oh my god.
You know what I'll say?
Tag in.
If you are to drop down, and with all your force, go for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll even give you advantage because top rope.
Hell yeah, top rope. What I roll?
Roll for an unarmed strike on this one.
An arm strike.
Yeah.
I've. Oh, it was almost a nat 20, but a 16.
Okay, well you get to roll another time because I'm giving you advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's
Come on,
go.
Nat 20. Come on, Nat 20.
16 again.
16
Oh my god. Let's
All right,
go.
well that will hit. So what's your unarmed strike damage?
Plus. No. 0.
Okay, so
Wait,
1.
0? Okay.
Yeah, it's. Do you have a negative in strengths?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is little tiny rabbit feet.
I will let 1
Just like
damage
half,
happen. I didn't know that you had a negative. All right, so
Shit.
one damage occurs. But as you drop down, were you trying to hit it with your feet? Or were you okay with your feet? So like you try to, like, as you come down, like rabbit hop off of it and like crack it or maybe push it further into the bars, which you succeed. You land on it, you push down, and it drives it further. It's still standing. I'm sorry, 1 damage wasn't enough, so
Damn.
yeah.
Oh my god.
A for effort though on that one. That was cool.
Yeah.
From the top rope. Like a fucking bouncy ball just going off of it. All right. Anything else that you want to do? I'm gonna say that did you want to jump back up onto the rails, or did you want to be down below now?
I wanted to jump back up on the rails.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with it.
Sweet.
All right. Top of the round, environment turn as it was. Let me put down the man.
Ow.
25, 30. He's going to turn around and look into the bars, and we'll see what is happening here.
There's a very bloody man.
There's a very bloody man.
He has a bone to pick.
Hi, friends.
He has a bone to pick. He's going to. Oh, you know what's going to be really funny? I'm going to let this happen.
Oh.
He's not. So what he has is like is a spear right now with him. He's going to look around, and he's going to see on the on this shelf here there are shovels and pickaxes. He's going to move back over, grab a shovel, dash to make it back, and feed it through the bars.
Oh my god.
There you go.
And he's gonna give it to you, Val.
Appreciate it.
It's really stupid, but I love it.
Oh my god.
The shovel works?
Shovel will count as a club, like as far as like weapon classification. So that will do a D6 of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But it's go. So Theodore, sorry, buddy.
Hi, ow.
Owie.
AC is
Right now, 11.
11. I rolled 11.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hit me harder, Gray. Don't you love hitting me,
Wait, Val,
Gray?
you have your reaction, your wings thing, right?
I do. What was
It can
did you
work.
roll?
I rolled. I met his AC, so any amount you will protect him. I know
There
you
we
wanted to
go.
do it last time, so you can do it now.
I did. +3.
Yay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you as you get fed the shovel and you see it's about to bite down on Theodore, you see its mouth opens up wide enough. You kind of like turn your back, where like the wing, the spectral wing launches out and blocks the teeth from digging into Theodore's back, and the rest of the jaw can't move, so it does not get its worst bite attack.
Okay.
But it will claw. That will harm though either way. That far exceeds the bonus to the AC. So Theodore, you will only be taking an additional 8 slashing damage.
So, I have a maximum 70, right? 19.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Val's wings literally just saved you from going down. I'm very sure of that.
Uh-huh.
Because hold on,
That
let me
crit really fucked me up earlier.
Yeah, it did. I'm gonna roll just to see. Actually, no, you might have survived. You would have only taken an additional 11 damage to that. So no, you still would have been fine. But if things were much worse,
Oh boy, it would have been 8.
but it's go. Val, you have a shovel.
I have a shovel. It's 1d6, right?
So it's a roll a hit. It's using your strength. So just roll a
God.
d20 and we'll see what happens.
Use strength.
Ooh.
Oh no!
I've never used a shovel in my life.
my god.
I somehow like hit it between its bone jaw things.
So I'm gonna be down to 13?
The AC is 13, yes.
No, I meant I'm gonna go down to 13. Is that what's happening?
No, I'm gonna use it again. Don't worry.
No, you are
it's
still hitting Theodore. At least once.
13, so 14?
Okay, so that will hit.
Okay.
But I am gonna have you roll damage on the first one, so roll a d6 and add your
Oh, Jesus.
and add your strength.
What am I adding? My strength.
Yeah.
4?
You like do overhand, like you've never used a shovel. You're a finesse fighter. You like go for an overhead strike with the shovel, and you miss the bones, and you just smack Theodore in the back of the head.
Motherfucker, whose side are you on?
I don't know anymore.
Oh no. And then now roll the damage for the next one.
Oh god. Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's a comical thing.
It's also 3. You
Also
get hit
3.
by a 4 shark thing.
So 8 because it's doubled bludgeoning. As you're like, I don't know anymore, and you go for another strike, you slam down properly onto the skeleton, and you drive the shovel fully through it, where the bones shatter and splinter all across the inside of your cell, and it is dead.
Oh, thank god. Sir, please, I need my normal weapon for this. I don't know how to use this thing. I beg of you.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's really funny though. As it collapses, and the pile of bones are everywhere, Theodore bleeding profusely. For the sake of brevity this evening, and also because I want to get to Fire's stuff as well. As you guys are breathing deep, Robert is still holding on to the bars above. The guard will stay down there with you guys, just to make sure that nothing else goes fucking wrong.
Is
Excuse me.
it still like awful upstairs?
At this moment in time, it seems to be. Not awful, but like as you're like poking your head around, you can see that the 3 that were up there, 2 of them have collapsed now. Thankfully, again, nobody's perished. But by the time that maybe another half a minute goes by, everything calms down. You poking your head up will like see everybody running over, grabbing each other, getting everybody now below deck. Nobody is up above right now, except for the helmsman and one other individual. And as everybody's being filtered down, they are chopped to bits.
Oh god.
A lot of them, like they are shredded. You can see bones poking out. You can see that like one of the individuals literally like has teeth that was broken off in them, just sticking out of them. It's rough. These guys really had one hell of a rough time with it, as they're all healing each other and what have you. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Is anyone like super unconscious or like really bad off?
All of them.
Okay.
Like a good number of these people are like on their last legs, but alive.
I ask the guard to just bring like one of the worst ones over.
Persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, it was on 20. They rolled 2.
No. Like they don't know what you're gonna do, and honestly, what again, brevity's sake, I'm not trying to do too much here, but they will basically say that they have their own doctor here. They will take care of it.
Do you need healing?
They will say not from you.
Fine. Come here, Robert.
Huh?
How are you feeling, Robert?
But
Jump staff.
I give Robert what did I roll? 10 HP back.
thank you.
Damn, everybody's rough.
Oh!
You got bit by a shark. Yeah.
Like a million times.
Mm-hmm. Ooch.
Oof, owie.
Medics and everybody alike are wrapping each other in bandages, doing some rough suturing, and what have you. And you guys will hear talk that because they are so fucked up, judging by where they are on the map and everything, they're going to make an emergency stop at Kalcheth. That right now, continuing on would be a fool's errand and will probably kill them.
We know those guys.
Yeah, we know those guys. And for the most part, everybody ends up all right. The guards will like wave to you, Val, to like give back the shovel.
Fine.
I'd still like to kick one of those bones under the bench.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Well, let's see.
You try to play it off as like a haphazard, like you're just trying to move around your cell where there is just a shit ton of bones right now, but you see that the crew will like grab like some brooms that they have, and they'll be like reaching underneath the bars to try and get like all the bones out of there, and they do happen to at least see the one that was slid under the bench, and they just kind of like move the bench aside, or like they tell you to move the bench aside so they can then sweep out the bone from underneath it.
Man, that was my beating stick.
Yeah, it was
It's
my
not
beating
said
stick.
out loud. It's not said out loud.
Yeah, no, I know. I will, if you want a saving grace from this, because I know that you said that you broke off the teeth. Were you planning on pocketing or trying to pocket any of those?
My plan was to, like, try and keep the stick on me,
Okay,
just
so,
in case.
So just the stick. Okay.
Because, great, I'm gonna be honest. You said there's a storm. I went, oh, there's gonna be some fucking shit.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some fucking shit, and Theodore's paranoid enough to be like, we're on the sea. I'm gonna have myself a beaten stick just in case.
Fair enough. You all are tended to as well. Theodore, you're just going to be asked to like approach the bars, and the on-ship medic will suture you crudely and bandage you crudely, as they're trying to do so on, a ship. They do their best. It's uncomfortable, and they will give you some whiskey that they have on hand to make it a little bit easier for you. And Robert, they will offer you the same. That's all that they can offer you. As we move through a bit of time, the ship finally makes its way out of the horrible storm. And by the dawn of the new day, you guys are on much calmer seas. In fact, by the end of this next day, you all will find yourselves back in Kalcheth, being taken off of this ship. I'm gonna move you guys back over to Kalcheth. Man, it's been a while since we've been here, huh?
Man, I don't want to see our friends like this. Or
Yeah, I was supposed
I
to
don't want our
bring,
friends
like-
to see us like this.
I was supposed to bring like 900 gold. And also, they all know our plight of, hey, we're being hunted, don't tell anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You all end up, man, it's been a long time since we looked at this map. Why is there a bird flying up here? I'm gonna get rid of that.
Bird.
Anyways,
Bird time,
bird.
right?
Bird.
You all are on the docks, right around here-ish, and the docks are wet, and there are plenty of people abound. You can tell that the storm has gone through here as well. You guys are just meant to be standing there. You are being guarded while the rest of the crew of the Sirens Beckon clears out into town, and you can see that payment is given to the at least the captain or the bosun of the sloop. Around you, the docks are as busy as you remember them, but it seems like you're not being moved into town. The two guards will... They're just gonna have this conversation in front of you at this point. They can't really be all that bothered. You can see they're discussing about how now they need a new ship to bring them to Mulder Port, and this sloop was supposed to take them all the way there, but that's not going to be happening anytime soon. They got to figure something out.
Great question.
Yes.
Are there any? There's a certain ship that we were on, a while ago. Would it happen to potentially be around here?
Make a perception check.
Motherfucker, it was on 18! No! It was on the 18, and then it just went, fuck you. Eat shit.
Fuck you. Not that you notice, no. But as you all are standing there, and you guys see Robin looking around, he's looking at all the ships, trying to he's not being very stealthy about it.
It was me.
Yeah. You guys will see that one the guards stop mid sentence, and the other guard. God, their names are still not even said yet. They haven't even mentioned their names to each other, where you guys could have overheard. But you'll see they stop mid-sentence and they pull out a small stone from inside their armor. Robert, you would recognize it as a sending stone, and you won't hear anything come from the sending stone, as it just is sent to the recipient, whoever is in contact with the stone, I'm saying. And they will just give a simple reply of understood, and they pull aside exposition guard and whisper something. I will have you do eavesdropping, Robert.
Please. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, absolutely. You will hear them quietly speaking about how they want another one of the prisoners. We're told to pick the one that has given us the most trouble. Huh. And they kind of look back over to you guys, and as Theodore kind of has his back to them, looking for the fun ship, exposition guard reaches towards Theodore and grabs you by the shoulder and turns you around and says, "Plans have changed. Come with me for a moment."
Yeah, sure. Are we going for a picnic? What's up?
Oh, you're going on a trip? And steps behind you, and with their spear just kind of gives you not a shove, but the gentle go ahead of me, come on. And you are being walked off the docks. And you look back, and Robin and Theodore, they grabbed the wrong one. Robin and Val are left standing there with the other guard watching over them. And you'll see Theodore, as you're being walked away, the dockmaster goes over to the guard and asks for the papers to show are these people are they properly under arrest, where are the documentations, whatever, which are given, and nothing further from that. You are walked through town, just through the roads, and past plenty of people, but none of which that you recognize. You are skirted around the main plaza and brought to the outskirts heading south. The town is still within a decent viewing distance, and it's not a small blip on the horizon, but you're brought to the outskirts where there are not very many people.
Can I be talking to him on the way?
Sure, what do you want to say?
I'm just gonna be kind of idly telling him what I know about the town. Just the small little things, from my last visit. The burn marks that are still there. Where those came from. How it happened.
Okay.
The people I saved. The blood I spilled.
Okay. I want you to... Just make a charisma check. Just straight charisma.
Straight charisma. You got it. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. And I'm gonna have him roll insight.
I'm telling the entire truth.
Yeah,
None of this is a lie.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know this. And
Okay.
it's just a matter of does he want to believe it? That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Which is the roll was abysmal. I rolled a 3. As you're walking through the town and explaining the stories and the people and the happenings and what part you had in all of this, he basically just says, like, and you can't read him. You're facing away from him. He's behind you. He just says, "Fanciful tales you have. Enjoy telling them to yourself in your cell.
Ask the people of the city.
I have
You
more.
don't need to believe me. You don't need to like me. You're doing your job. I'm just enjoying the sun while I can."
You hear like an inhale, like he's about to say more, and then it just is a long exhale, like you can hear the breath traveling through his teeth, and he says nothing more. Whether it was because he didn't know what to say, or because he finds it just be a waste of his time, or maybe because he's still navigating his own feelings towards you, you don't know. But he doesn't say
I
any
think-
more towards you.
I think the last thing I'd want to say before we get there, right? Is just, I understand. And I did goad you on earlier. I don't hold any ill will to you specifically, or anything like that. It's, we're both doing our jobs. Mine wasn't a typical one, but we're both doing our jobs.
There is a tense silence for just a moment, and all he says is good, like an acknowledgement of what you say and an approval. Roll insight.
12.
At least in this very moment, he does not hold entirely the same sentiment as you, but at least there is some agreement. At least.
Okay.
As you are brought out to the outskirts, you are met with the drow figure just on the side of the road, and looks to you being walked out here and the guard behind, and there's the silent nod of acknowledgement to the guard that stands behind you, and they say, "For some reason, I knew this would be the one that you would bring to me. I see that you all had an interesting trip," and looks over Theodore, still wrapped in bloodied bandages. Ooh, bloodied bandages.
Would I have gotten a rest?
Oh yeah, you
at all?
well, yes, you guys would have gotten the rest, but still, like, the bandages would still be like on
Yeah.
you.
I was just curious how I look otherwise in
Yeah.
terms of numerics.
Yeah, numerics,
the
you're
stats,
fine.
Great, the stats.
Stats wise, still not perfect. Stats perfect, otherwise not perfect.
Yeah.
And the guard says, "You know how it is with the ocean. Not much else could be done." "And did the rest of them survive?" "Yes, they did." "Good. Then we are all gonna get our money once they are delivered. But right now, we'll be taking this one." And as they go over to kind of just like grab at your manacles and like bring you along, the guard says, "So what? The money comes when the rest of them arrive? And even at that, why are they wanting another one now? Well, you can just bring them in one batch." And the drow stops and just takes like a sharp breath inward. "It is not my job, nor yours, to ask what our employers want. They told us to bring the people, we'll bring the people. They wanted one more, and I also wanted my cut a little early, And since I'm already there, Gar says, "You're getting it early. Why don't we get it all at the same time?" And Drow speaks up, "Does it matter to you? You're gonna get your money. This isn't some playground fairness. You'll get it when you get it. If you wanted it early, you would be there right now. But you're not. I am. I'm getting my cut, and I'm leaving. It's as simple as that. Get over it. Go." The guard just kind of like raises the arm, smacks the thighs a little bit, just waves them off, and turns around and leaves, leaving you there with them. Well, this is going to be simple. I'm not going to be here for fanfare. I'm not going to be here for conversation. But, and you hear a snap, and like they adjust the bracelet that they had, for the retriever. And
yep,
from hiding the bushes comes the retriever shuffling through, and you see that underneath it, like in its underbelly, a hatch opens up, and they look at you and just say, "Make this easy. Lie down. You'll be put inside, and in a flash, you'll be in Mulder Port. Simple."
Theodor's gonna kind of look at the thing for a minute. Get on his knees without a word. This isn't the guy to convince.
That's good.
Lay down.
Alright. Lay down. Look up at the sky. And the retriever walks over you. And you feel these smaller metallic appendages just kind of wrap around your form and bring you into its body. And you start to hear like this whirring and like vibrating within. And in an instant, you feel like the breath taken from your lungs and then put back in. We're going to do just a minor little time skip, as I will now go over to Ashale.
Delightful.
Yeah, it's you now. Alright. Ashale.
Yes.
For over a week, remain the cell. The same monotony, over and over, waiting and thinking for a long while. Belle seldom makes any trips to you. She does not offer much in more information, but does offer more in the way of comfort. That you know that you're not alone here, and that you are both trying to formulate some sort of plan, discussing back and forth, angles, weaknesses, everything. But the fact of the matter remains that at this very point in time, there is not much. Not a damn
can
thing.
she tell me if my rumors have borne any sort of fruit?
Not that she can tell. At this point in time, she has definitely tried, from what she's explained to you, to spread something, but it's only been a week. There's a lot of filters, a lot of names, a lot of people that it would need to go through to gain any traction. But she tries. Sadly,
better than nothing.
And she again sadly does mention to you that she does not have much to go off of right now. And it just turns into this week of little to nothing. Until the 9th day that you are in here. In regards to when the scene has started, the 9th day, where it's morning, or just after dawn, and you will see that Belle arrives as a bird, but this time she does not come in. She just leaves you a small little rolled up note, and then quickly leaves.
I grab it, I put my back to the door so that if anyone comes in, they can't see what I'm doing, and I read it.
Okay. You read it, and all that it simply says is, another one has arrived.
Okay. I will burn the note.
Okay. You immediately burn the note.
And then I'm going to go to the door, and I'm going to sit down right next to it, and I am going to listen.
Okay. Perception.
Perception. Great.
Yeah.
6.
6. Okay. No, I'll give you advantage because you're waiting there. You're just listening for anything for however long. So roll again. See what happens.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Good lord.
I told Gray, this is long noted that the dice hate me. This is not new. Why are you acting surprised?
I don't know. The door is thick, and they haven't opened the slide yet for you for breakfast. So you hear no chatter as far as any updates as to what is happening outside. But very quickly, Theodore. Hi, buddy.
Hello there.
We're back to you real quick.
Hey,
As you feel that immediate loss of air and then back again, very quickly the hatch that was below you opens up and those small little appendages lower you down into some cold mud. As you open your eyes, you kind of have to adjust to the light suddenly, even though you were only in that hold for a short amount of time.
Yep.
The bounty hunter looks down at you and says, welcome back. Come on, let's get you going. And get me out of here.
Why do you want to leave so bad?
I did my job, and I have coin to spend. And I don't want to do it here. Pick you up by your arm, and you see once again Mulder Port. Right on the horizon. The retriever goes and hides in the woods, and the bounty hunter brings you into town. You are brought to the large tower that acts as the central hub of Mulder Port's militia and guards. And now this is where I can finally reveal the rest of the tiny little map that Ashale has been in this whole damn time.
Oh my god, it's huge.
Oh my lord.
It's just
Jesus
been
Christ.
there. Theodore?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got put in solitary confinement.
Yep.
I'd like to note, because I know what's going, I know I'm going to be tossed in a cell, right?
Yeah.
That was already implied. It's
Yeah.
Maxwell. And I know this thing took a shale.
Yep.
Think I can put two and two together. When I get in, I'd like to start yelling, but I'd like to start saying, Maxwell, I'm here! I'm back, buddy! I want to be as loud as I can be to let Ashale know I'm here, basically. I don't know where she is, but if I'm loud enough, she might hear me.
Okay. That's really funny to me.
If anyone... Because in Theodore's brain, if anyone needs to know puzzle pieces, it's Ashale. And Ashale's probably somewhere in here.
Yep. So here's what I'll say. As you are brought into the guard tower and you take stock of what's around, you can see that there are a few benches where there are just some regular people sitting around waiting for some guards behind the desk to take their inquiries or possibly have them pay fines or anything along those lines. You are brought forward and you are left here for the briefest moment. And as
I'm already yelling.
Oh, you're already. Oh, you want to be already yelling?
I'm already yelling.
Okay, understood.
I'm going to it's nothing that's violent. Nothing that could be perceived as a threat. I'm being annoying.
I see. As you immediately start yelling, the bounty hunter just rolls their eyes and is just, and the guards start to run forward, and the bounty hunter says, "They're just crazy. Take them away. Just go." And the guards immediately grab you under your arm and start dragging you away as you're yelling. The people who are sitting in the benches are looking at you like you're fucking insane. And they bring you through a set of double doors behind some iron bars.
Still yelling.
Yep, still yelling.
Just for Max.
At this point in time, the the slots were being opened for breakfast, and Shale, as the slot is open for you, the guard is kind of like takes a jolt back as they weren't expecting you to be sitting right at the door, and like they just kind of quietly like slide the food in there. But just as the as the slide is being closed, you can just hear, Theodor's voice. You just hear Max, and then the slide closes.
The thought process is equivalent to, oh, that person is quite loud. Oh, what idiot? Oh, it's my idiot. Fantastic.
There you are.
Yeah, I'll take my food and I'll chew on it, and I will, as usual, set some aside for Belle.
And the moment I'm in my cell, I'm quiet again.
Yep. You are immediately, the door swings open, and you are immediately you are tossed into the cell, and the door is slammed behind you.
Cool. That's it. I am now calm. Yep.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, open slits. The windows are open, right?
Yep. They got the big bars in between them, but that's about it. Sorry, fucking Theodore looking through the small little slit kills me. Anyways, go on.
Second
Just his
question.
nose peeks out.
Did I either hear or feel the reverberation of the door slamming shut?
Ooh, with your passive investigation, yeah, I'll say that you hear or you feel the door slamming shut.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to go to the window and start whistling. And I want to whistle the tune that Inra played.
Oh God. Okay. I want you to roll performance, not because you can pass or fail, but for a different purpose.
Okay, that's 10. That's not terrible, but not amazing.
Okay, 10. It's the tune. It's not like a beautiful whistling song, but it's recognizable. Theodore, as you are slammed into the cell and you go quiet, you see in there is a small little stool, a bucket for your purposes, and you can see that there is these, I guess, bars just on the floor where if they really needed to restrain you, they could just wrap chains between them and you would just be stuck there.
Yep, I know what that's for.
Mm-hmm. As you take stock and kind of just chuckle to yourself about screaming and yelling as you came all the way through, you hear out the small little window whistling. Because that was very, very clever, Theodore, roll history with advantage.
This is a -1, baby.
I know.
10.
10. Perfect. That's what you needed. You're good. As you hear the whistling, and you're just at first thinking that it may just be somebody, out and about outside, maybe one of the guards patrolling outside, making the tune. You recognize the tune. It is the one that Inra performed in Harkenstrom.
I will join in. I'll walk to the window and join in.
Okay, you also make a performance check.
Cool. 16.
16. Okay, a very nice tune. They're as good at whistling a tune. Michelle, as you stand in the window whistling and hoping that Theodore, it's Theodore, understands.
There's
and
not
can hear
a doubt in my fucking mind that this is Theodore.
You hear the same tune whistled back through the window.
I will finish up the stanza that I'm on. And then I'll just sigh very heavily. Do I know how soundproof the door is?
It's pretty solid.
Okay. Because I want to very quietly say, well, tight spot we're in. But then, we've had worse.
Just a little bit of a snag.
You're all right?
It was an interesting trip here. So that much. We stopped in Kalcheth.
You did.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody?
No, I didn't see anyone. Tried to... There was a guard that was chatty. Tried to maybe... I don't know, just get him to think about what he was doing. Hated me for killing his friends. I don't blame him.
Well, they made a choice. And that
So-
choice involved hurting our boy.
We were all doing our job.
They were. And they...
Point is,
Blamed
I'm
you.
here. Think they're taking another ship. They're waiting for another ship to be ready. Because we got attacked on sea by some shark bone jaw skeletons. I got bit pretty bad, but I'm fine.
Would I know what they are?
Arcana.
Arcana, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, I roll something good on something that's absolutely useless. 22.
Yeah, you know what they are.
Oh. Umberly must have been livid.
I mean, right? I mean, why did they cage someone like me?
Not a clue. Haven't the foggiest.
How's it been here?
Dull. I've not been let out once.
I thought about cutting and running in Kalcheth. Seeing if I could get somewhere, but only place I could think of was Vox's, and I don't want to put his kids in danger.
That retriever is a horror show.
Yeah. Felt really weird getting in.
Oh, you remembered it.
Yeah, I was conscious.
Oh, I'm glad I don't then.
And then well, here's the thing. You're conscious when you go in. Like, you almost feel all your breath leave, like your lungs, and then you're there with breath in your lungs again. It's weird.
Horrifying. I've had far too much experience with not having any breath in my lungs, and I would like to continue to breathe. Anything useful? Anything about town that you saw on your way in?
No, I wish, but most I could do is annoy some guards, annoy the drow bastard that's been harassing us.
Do what you do best. Cause
Annoy-
problems on purpose.
Annoy people and hit things, yeah.
Well, get some rest. It's not safe to talk. But we'll talk again.
I hope so.
You're here now. And the dumb bastards couldn't think to separate us. Or maybe they were counting on it. Us talking. No matter.
Yeah.
We've survived worse than this. And I am projecting every ounce of confidence that I can.
Yeah, we're gonna leave here one way or the other. That's for sure.
I've work to do. I
Yeah,
walk out of here.
we all do.
Indeed.
With that, we will change scenes again briefly. Back to those left in Kalcheth. Robert, Val, Theodore does not return. But the guard does. In this meantime, the guard that was watching you asked the dockmaster if some of Kalcheth's guards can watch his prisoners while he asks around some ships to give them passage. And the dockmaster agrees, and two of Kalcheth's guards watch you for a time. They don't communicate with you, they give you no time of day, and honestly, they don't even seem to recognize you. And about 30-40 minutes go by. The guard returns or both, the guard looking for passage returns, and then the guard with Theodore does by himself. They talk and they say, exposition guard says, well, he took the annoying one. Now we're left with you two. Anything to find? And looks to the other guard. We have a ship. Take us where to go. But they said to blindfold the prisoners for some reason. I wasn't about to complain as the rates were very cheap. So that's what they want, that's what they get. Alright. Are they ready to go now, tomorrow, tonight? Right now. They can go right now. Alright. And the other guard grabs just these like potato sacks and looks to you two, shrugs, and just puts them over your heads. They kind of have to give Robert the larger one, as like Robert's ears are like keeping it like just above his head a little bit.
Oh my god. I'd like to believe my horns are poking out the back.
They kind of like, they just put like, they cut little holes that way the horns like go through it. You guys are moved and you are guided. They grab each of your arms and bring you to a ship where like, you feel yourself walking on a gangplank, kind of carefully. You don't know where you're going.
Real quick,
Yes.
as we're walking,
Mhm.
can I ask where Theodore is?
You can. And I will say, there's no check involved for this. The one guard says, he's probably in Mulder Port right now. Probably.
Why do you sound uncertain?
I didn't bring him.
Okay.
Who did?
That's gonna take persuasion.
Oh.
I'm just asking a question.
Uh-huh.
19.
19. The drow you're familiar with.
Oh.
Okay.
So he actually did it, huh?
Did what?
I overheard him talking on the Rocky Talkie. Something about taking off.
I'm sorry, Rocky Talkie.
Rocky Talkie, I swear to God!
Rocky Talkie killed me. I'm dead. I've been slain.
Oh,
Good God.
dear.
I literally had to like, I had to squish my cheeks so I wouldn't laugh.
I led myself. That was good.
Oh,
No, it was so good though.
terrible. What?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I overheard him on the Rocky Talkie. Something about taking one of us and skipping out on having to pay everybody else.
There's a silence in response to that, and I don't think they'll respond. Truthfully, I'm thinking about it. I don't think they're gonna respond to that.
That's fair.
And let it stew.
Yeah.
I can sow the seeds of doubt. It's okay.
As you so the season down, as you're brought onto the ship, there is silence, like nobody's talking. And you are guided down below deck where you are certain you are, and you're not put in a cell. You're just sat down on a bench, and you can feel like a presence around you, but you're just there. And you're left there for a good while as you feel the ship move and take off from port. You guys are on the ship for maybe 20, 30 minutes. By the time, again, you guys are moved again out from the lower deck, and you are brought above. And again, it is quiet. And you hear one voice say, "Please, remove the mask." And as the hoods are removed from you and you see the light of day again, you are surrounded by a large crew of people, all on the main deck. The two guards are standing there in front of you guys, their backs to you, and in a very confident way, with a stride, you see Chorus moving his way across the ship.
It's our guy.
And
I'm so glad I was muted for my reaction. I might start crying, actually. Holy shit. Oh my god, Chorus. Oh my god, I feel so much better. Oh my god.
that's the board. It's good to see this thing again.
Yeah, I fucking bet. Not as good for you as it is for us. Oh, I've been stressing for the last week.
As you two are on the main deck, Chorus takes his stride over, walking through the crowd, and like walks up to you two, like past the two guards, who say, "I don't really understand why you're having us do this, but what does it matter to you?" And Chorus just looks at you both intently, like kind of getting down to your levels, getting just right up in your faces, almost like he's like quote unquote examining you. And he takes a step back, his back still towards the guards, and he gives you both a wink, and turns around and says, "Well, gentlemen, it seems that you've taken good enough care of these individuals, but I think we can take it from here." And they both look at each other. "Excuse me?" "Well, I can repeat it for you if you wish, but I'm pretty sure I said it loud enough."
I love this man.
And as like they start to get aggressive, the other guard just kind of like grabs, or they take an aggressive stance. The other guard grabs his friend and looks around. The entire crew is just standing there, arms crossed. 60 to 80 people on the main deck watching.
Oh, Chorus, I love
my
you.
God.
I'm kissing Chorus.
Ashale might, Ashale, when you guys show up with backup, fucking, oh my god, I need some answers about how, if this just was, sorry, I need to shut up.
And the other guard says, "And what will you do with us?" "Oh, well, that's simple. There's another boat." And points to the lifeboat.
I feel kind of bad for these guys almost, but also I don't.
You know, I mean, I kind of warned. The other one should have caught on that we have friends because we're good people most of the time. Sometimes.
Most of the time. Listen, when you threaten the boy, you get blood. That's what you get. They're started from point A in a fail state. There was no good way out when they took Inra.
Yeah.
There was no other option. We were going down swinging.
As the guards look over at the lifeboat and the rest of the crew just stands there, there is a fuming, tearful look on the exposition guard, who knows what will happen if any argument goes forward from here. And he storms off towards the lifeboat, and Chorus follows. And he says to them, "Now I understand that you were all promised a large sum of money for bringing these individuals to," and like grumbles, "whatever you call justice. But listen, here's your money back," and hands them the money that was given. "And go back to Kelcheth. We are close enough. Shouldn't be too hard on your bodies. I would say sorry, but I'm not."
Hell yeah.
So goodbye. And as they're both in the ship, he takes out his saber, cuts the line for the lifeboat, and it just and you guys hear the splash down below. And as the lifeboat crashes into the water beneath, he sheathes his saber, looks at you guys and says, "Well, what are we doing? And we will end session there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, parties are still split, and even more split now if you dare call it.
Well, no, it's a more 50-50 now.
Yeah.
True.
Slightly.
Slightly. More like 50% is together, the other 50% is like split between two walls, so 50
Close
25,
enough.
25.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not great, but not terrible. Could be worse. At least I know where they are.
Yep. Theodore and Ashale are in jail. And Robin and
What?
Val.
No, I had no idea.
I was prancing
I thought I
around
was
the
taking
valley
a
and
weirdest
making flower
vacation ever.
crowns.
I'd love to see Theodore prance around making flower crowns.
Let me live, and maybe.
But we will start off with Val, Robert. You guys have just been, I guess, rescued from your guards. It turns out that Chorus and crew are your rescuers. As you stand on the top deck and Chorus giving his line of, well, what are we doing? The floor is yours. Because they have no idea.
Well, first off, thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah.
Even though you had no idea what was happening. I'm sure you want a little recap on why we seem to be arrested.
As you're giving the thank yous, he like does like the head bobbing back and forth and gives a little like hand wavy bow. I mean, yes, it would be nice to know, but and like just kind of shrugs up in the air. So, I'm assuming you did nothing wrong.
I guess we're caught up in a little political intrigue, and we might be deemed criminals by someone we think is a criminal. And is that too much information, Robin?
No, it's really on how you define wrong.
At a certain point, everybody's heads like start like lowering, and they looking at you through like their eyebrows. Simultaneously, like 60 people doing the same motion.
Oh, God. Anyway, the first time you saw us, we were on the run from a man who we wanted to prove was very guilty of doing horrible things, and it went very south, and now we're labeled as assassins? Wannabe assassins? And the other half of us are probably Mulder Port right now? Maybe? They might be alive or dead? I hope they're alive. I think they want us alive.
I think they're alive. And yes,
Pretty
definitely
sure they're alive.
Mulder Port.
Okay, so you pissed off Mulder Port, the strongest, arguably, is port city-state in Eldarin.
Yes.
How did you exactly piss them off, and who was it that you wanted to prove was a bad guy?
Maxwell?
Chorus looks around to everybody else. To be fair, he is a dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what did his shittiness do that you couldn't prove? And you're gonna have to explain to me how the assassin thing happened.
So he was extorting money from people who don't deserve that, and we wanted to find evidence, and then we kind of blew up his office.
You what?
My bad. In magic, it's a hard thing to control sometimes.
I'm gonna be honest, I would have expected a shale, but you?
You hear a voice from the great beyond say, rude, but fair.
I will say, Shell, I actually found the evidence, and I think he got real mad about that.
Yeah, he's basically forging the books so the people that are indebted to him stay forever indebted to him.
Cora's like adjusts his stance a little bit and stands like a little bit more like chest puffed out. So indentured servitude then. He trails his crew. We don't like that, do we? And he's not saying that as like an actual question. He's saying that very rhetorically. And there's a lot of grumbling of no. So you blew up his office by accident. He doesn't know the truth.
We didn't kill anybody.
Good to hear, at least. But you blew up his office by accident.
Yeah, by accident. This is just a human man, right? The barbarian.
As far as you're aware.
Cool. I'm going to throw a fireball.
Oh, Jesus.
By accident.
By accident.
By accident.
By accident.
You are convincing exactly nobody in this moment.
I just imagine
like
every single time Robert says by accident, he gives a thumbs up, another thumbs up, he nods, he does any particular motion that's like, yep, totally, yes. By accident, wink.
Don't ask any questions you don't want to know the answer to. It was totally, definitely on accident. Promise.
By accident.
Pinky promise.
Definitely accident.
I still got the COVID.
Listen, we haven't had a chance to like laugh like this since we got fucking got. I'm going to laugh a lot at this because I can breathe.
Lordy, that got me. Thank you. And because of this accident, you all were accused wrongfully of being assassins, and the story was warped, manipulated against you. All right. And so now your other companions, Shale and Theodore, are in Mulder Port, awaiting trial, execution, hopefully not the latter. So what are we gonna do?
You know, we didn't think we'd get this far, but I was just going to assume the guards would take it from here. Also, where is my dragon?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she would be below deck right now. She's still under poison, but give it a 24-hour period, she'll wake up.
Ooh.
Yeah, the plan up until this point was just to survive and maybe escape the guards. So
Like, play nice until we couldn't anymore type of deal. And now you gave us an out, but now I don't know what to do from here. This is a curveball.
I can imagine that it is. Well, here's my question to you. How much do you care about your friends?
Care about them a lot, I hope.
Yeah.
To get them out of this alive.
Okay. Then we bring you to Mulder Port. We bring you there under our protection. And, well, and he thinks for a bit. He kind of he strokes his face like with both hands, just thinking, how do we get you on shore without them immediately arresting you? And without them immediately arresting us? And it's at this point you guys will hear like a thumping of wood on the deck as Cordelia steps forward. For the first time ever, you guys are seeing Cordelia, the sea hag aunt to Chorus, in sunlight like this and on deck. And everybody clears a way for her, and she makes her way forward towards you guys and kind of interjects with Chorus.
Well, there's two ways this can go. We provide them an immunity through the family name, or we go in sword swinging. And that depends on two other things. One, that there's a trial awaiting your friends, and technically you as well. Also, hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
And she like walks over and grabs both of your hands. Like she just kind of like tucks the can under her arm.
But if all that's awaiting is an execution, well then, there's no nice way to go about this. It's a rescue. It'll be messy, no matter what.
Yes. I don't think there will be... If there is a trial, it won't go our way. There's no way it would.
Most assuredly not. We need to find information, one way or another. I can help with that. We'll try. We'll figure it out. Come with me.
And Chorus gathers the crew up and just says, well, we have plenty of time to think and formulate a plan. But in the meantime, we have one objective, and that is get south to Mulder Port and inevitably solve this problem. And he pauses and he looks around. Do any have a problem with this? And everybody's silent for a bit. Nobody speaks up, but there is one question. After a long pause from one of the crew, and says, is this the right thing? And Chorus approaches them and says, do you trust me? And they nod. I trust these people. As little as I know them, I trust them. Why? Because I feel it. I feel that I should. We've run on my gut and my feelings before, and it has yielded us greatly. And I'm not going to ignore that now. I think this is the right thing. If anybody wishes to have more than that, Cordelia will find us answers. And if for some reason I'm wrong, we will take it from there. At least trust me that much. Everybody agrees, and there's some vocal affirmations. Everybody goes to their stations as there is some tentative air, but everybody does trust Chorus, and everybody trusted him enough that his plan to get you guys out of the chain of manacles was a good idea. They trusted him enough for that. They'll trust him enough for this, at least for now. As they heard more, it was definitely a little bit more tedious for some, but they're giving it the opportunity before they have any issue. And as Cordelia brings you guys into the space where you had her help you prior, some other crew is in there who are going to try and get the manacles off of you guys as they don't have a key. But they'll work on it while Cordelia figures some things out and says to you both,
All right, so I heard everything that you had to say, but let's figure out first if they're alive. How's that sound?
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
All right.
and she pulls out from just her collection of things that are around it on the table. She will take out this very large opalescent shell, and it's about like the size of her hand entirely. And she holds it, and she like kind of gathers you two around her, like just pulling up chairs next to her so you two can sit on either side of her. Meanwhile, the crew is like trying to pick at the locks to get your fucking ankles and hands free. You will see that she's casting a spell. Robin, if you want, you can roll Arcana, go crazy.
Ooh, I do like going crazy.
Hell yeah.
Arcana. 18.
18? All right. It's a little out of your wheelhouse to fully grasp it, but she is casting Scry. She's scrying.
Oh.
I am going to have her roll. Okay, hey, guess what? Rolled a 16.
Oh, thank God.
So how this is going to work, you can see in here a particular creature you choose as on the same plane of existence. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. So I'm going to say, roll a shale, a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, so something that I think I figured out, I believe that I still am getting a +1 to my saving throws because of the robe of stars, which I'm not currently wearing.
Oh yeah, whoops.
So I'll roll a wisdom saving throw, but we need to subtract 1 from it.
Alright, sounds good.
So that is an 11.
Alright, well yeah, that's gonna definitely fail. So, for Val and Robert, you guys will see through the shell that Cordelia is holding up that it in its opalescent form, you can start to see an image being like vaguely strewn across this shell, kind of obscuring its transparency, but at the same time, like you can still kind of see through it. It's almost like you're looking at like a projected film on like a sheer canvas. It's a little weird, but what you see is a dark cell and a shale in a corner with a little candle by her. She is alive.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that's some good news.
And she'll cast it again, and this time looking for Theodore. Theodore needs you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yup. Let's see here. 14.
14, that also fails. She's a sea hag. She got a high save DC.
Yeah.
You see Cordelia wave her hand over the shell, and in the same motion, the image changes, and you guys can see Theodore sitting in a similar cell with a little candle by him.
He's probably pacing.
Okay, he's pacing. So, you can see Theodore is also alive.
Wonderful.
Yay.
That's certainly some good news.
She flips the shell upside down, and the spell dissipates.
Well, that's step 1. Now is to decide what Maxwell wants.
And she like takes her webbed hand and puts it like over her mouth, where she just starts like tapping her fingers against her lips.
This may take some time to figure out how to decipher exactly what's going to happen next, but I'll think on it. What exactly...
Cordelia doesn't know, but she says,
Were you wanted dead, or were you wanted alive, or either?
Alive.
Alive. That can mean 2 things. One is that through means of him not being the only one in power, that a fair trial is to be given, or that he wants to see you die himself. Either is a viable option in my experience.
He did seem like the kind of guy that would be his thing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Sort of to prove a
unfortunate.
point.
Definitely unfortunate. This is your strife, this is your journey. What is it that you would wish for me to try and figure out?
What we could possibly use against this man that he is just afraid of us knowing.
Well, you know what he's afraid of, at least. Okay. I can try. And speaking of people, what happened to that young man that you were with? Is he with them as well?
No, I think he's safe.
The bounty hunter did say that he was safe. But he's also a bounty hunter.
Yeah. We split ways so he could be safe, and then he was used as bait for us.
Oh. I may not be able to show you him, but I can communicate with him. I can send him a message.
He has been learning how to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you want me to tell him?
Just be safe and stay out of this.
I would have let him know that we're going to Mulder Port to get Ishale and Theodore.
No. But Maxwell finally found us, I guess. I don't want him to do anything about it. I know this is the reason we got involved, but, like, he doesn't have to be involved anymore either. Just let him know that we're dealing with it now.
Yeah. Let him know we're okay. Everybody's alive.
All right. I can do that right now, and I can tell you what he says.
Thank you.
Of course.
You see that she, amidst her thing, she has this jar of what looks like just salt water and seaweed. She takes out just this strand of seaweed and she kind of plucks it in half, rolls it up around her finger, and then just bites down on it and chews, and she starts to do her incantation, and she's got a 25-word limit. How do I want her to address Inra? How does sending tells you who the person is that's communicating with you, if I'm not mistaken. In a short message, 25 words or less, to a creature that which you are familiar. She's familiar enough with Inra. I'm letting that happen because they've met. Recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. Okay, cool. She casts a spell and says,
Inra, I hope you remember me.
I hope you remember me. Okay, I'm counting on my fingers.
Your friends, Val, Robert, are with me. They are...
I'm using conjunctions as one word.
Thank you, because I'm writing this down too.
Yeah.
They are safe. Theodore and Shale are in Mulder Port. I have more.
I think that equals 24.
Let me see.
23.
23?
To say.
Haircut.
I was gonna say, there was more things that you could just have cut out.
Whoops.
Robert, Val, good. Theodore, Shale, jail.
Yeah.
She's still trying to be proper about it all.
Yeah.
She has... How many third level spells? She has 3. So she can do this 2 more times. She obviously gets a message back from Inra, and she smiles. Does the same thing with the seaweed and casts a spell again.
You just want me to tell him that you don't want him any further involved? And that you're taking care of it, and how exactly do you want me to say this to him? Your words, not mine.
We're going to take care of it, but don't involve yourself.
All right.
You cast a spell.
They want you to know they are taking care of it. Don't get yourself involved. They know how this all started, but just keep yourself safe. They care very deeply for you.
I think that was 25 on the nose.
I lost count.
I lost count too.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Sending's weird.
You're good.
Sweet. She stares ahead, and you know she's getting a response. And she looks at both of you. She sends one final message.
I'm glad you understand. And so are they. They promise to be safe and hope the best for you as well. They will see you soon. And you will hear from me later.
And she ends the spell.
I think there is a lot for him to swallow. I think tomorrow I will try to communicate with the young man more.
We have plenty of time till we get to Mulder Port, huh?
We do. We do.
Thank you for doing this for us.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad he's safe.
You're welcome, and as am I. This is a lot for a young man to handle. He wanted you to know that he does miss you all.
We miss him too. But he can't be around us anymore. We bring too much trouble.
At least for now.
For now. Maybe one of these days things will calm down and he can spend time with us again, but the fact that the last time we saw him he was in danger because of us, he needs to stay away for now.
Yeah.
He gives like a very tight-lipped smirk. Like, not in like a coy smirk, but in like an understanding, like, I get the pain smirk. You know, that type of one.
Yeah.
I'm sure he will come to understand that once this is all said and done. For now, I think that's all that I can do for you. I will try to figure out what it is exactly. I'll figure out at least what Maxwell has done with his fear, and what he plans to do with it. It may be hard for me to figure out what exactly it is he is so afraid of, but I can figure out how he's going to channel it all. What his plans are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
If
so
there's
much.
anything we can do to help, we have nothing else going on for, I imagine, a few weeks. So, we're here. Let us know.
All right. We do have quite a lot of time until then.
And for players, that is going to look like on the River of Kalchetsu, you got 16-17, about a week and a half, or 2 weeks and a half, excuse me, before you get there. Yeah, you guys got some time. 2.5 weeks.
Before I forget, I want to put my equipment back on, please, and thank you.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely.
There's definitely a fear of being on the ocean and then suddenly not having the one thing that will save me from drowning.
Yeah, very, very, very fair. So as Cordelia finishes up with what she's doing and all the communications, the crew does manage to get your manacles undone. The mage muffle manacles are a little bit harder, but they do figure it out nonetheless. Takes a little bit of magic doing. Sorry, the first mate is Aaron. That's how I say it. Jesus. The wood elf wizard guy. He'll cast knock on the manacles because the tools to pick the locks don't work on those. So knock is the only thing that's going to release them from you. But he gets them off of you and gives the nod, and the rest of the crew brings up your stuff, and everything is there, and that includes Theodor's, a Shale's equipment, excuse me. So all of that is here.
Hell yeah.
As you guys get suited back up again. So, what to do from here with you guys? I guess I want to give you guys the options of, like, you as the group, I want you guys to be able to talk out of game for what you want Cordelia to try and figure out, and what plans can you finagle here as far as how to collect info or anything. I want you guys to be able to have that conversation now, and also so that people at home can hear it as well.
6.5 hours later.
So, man, fun thing. I still have my fucking holy symbol. Granted, I'm a shit spellcaster, and the best thing I have for this situation is, like, maybe command.
I actually remembered something that was super duper important because I brought up to Sombrero. Holy shit, actually, thank you, Jay, for fucking reminding me. Jesus H. Christ.
What's
This
wrong?
is hugely important. I forgot a huge detail.
What's wrong?
Theodor's magic ain't working. And that includes lay on hands.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Even with your holy symbol in hand, it ain't working. I'm sorry. I totally had forgotten about that last session. And I meant to fucking bring it up to you when you did lay on hands, and then I forgot. And I almost forgot today.
That's like really big.
That's like really important, Gray.
I know.
Oh my god.
I totally whiffed that.
But okay, my question then, I have...
You don't have the mage muffle manacles on.
Yeah. Oh no. Did I break some oath?
It was the fucking griffin egg.
No. I'm wondering if it has to do with that dream, I bet. I'll bet money. Okay.
So I totally whiffed it. So Sombrero's going to be cutting that out of the last episode. So my bad.
My only recompense that I ask for then is that I relayed that.
Yes, totally.
Like,
totally fine.
Okay.
Totally fine.
That would be freaking Theodor out.
Yeah. I totally flubbed it, dude. I feel so bad about that.
It happens, but oh god, okay.
So then, right now, like we'll do a clean cut. I'm gonna clap, and I'm gonna mention this to Sombrero. Wow, that was a good clap.
Yeah.
At this moment, I'm just going to have Jay. You just say forgot something to mention to the other group that Theodor's magic is probably not working, and then we can splice that in for like right now.
Yeah. All right, so you just want me to say that now?
Yeah.
All right, I'll clap before and clap after.
Yep.
Hey, forgot to mention. I wanted to transmit to the other group that my magic isn't working as well.
Sounds good. Yay. Okay, problem solved, baby. We'll splice that in somewhere. Sombrero, I'm so sorry. I'm going to pay you extra for this episode.
3 days later.
So, plan of attack is to communicate with a shale first, then try the scry, and any third part?
Move from there pretty much because I don't know what we don't know.
Right.
Set sails to Mulder Port.
Bring the fight to them.
I will need to have a conversation with Belle once I am more aware of what's going on and see if I can get maybe some more information on other people that may have also disappeared because they dared to speak out against Maxwell and Dolly.
All right. Then a time passes, 24 hours go by, and Hema wakes up. She's groggy.
I hug her. I miss my buddy.
She like wraps her neck around you, like around your head. just snuggles up on you. It feels bad.
Like a dog fresh out of anesthesia.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like that. Hema will be fine. She's just been poisoned consistently over the past week. Or more so. So she's gonna take a little bit of time to recover. But she'll be fine. Robert.
Huh?
Can you roll me percentile?
Oh no. Yep. 29.
29. Okay. You're feeling bristly. You're feeling tingly. Not sure why, but you're feeling it.
There's a tingly bristliness in the air.
Are you about to get shocked?
Springly.
Is there storm clouds?
No, clear day. Very, very cold, but clear day.
I suspect lightning.
Blast him off the boat. Now to Cordelia. She's going to try sending to a shale. There is no connection.
God fucking dang it.
So here I am.
Yeah, so guess what? She's smart enough to figure it out. She will message Theodore instead. There's two of you.
Yup.
There's two Theodores?
Surprise.
What?
There's
Isn't
a trench coat.
mitosis crazy?
Is it mitosis crazy? She will message you and say, I think I can just shorthand this a little bit, but yeah, message you and say, you will recognize who it is who's talking to you.
Theodore, Val, and Robert are safe. They are with us now, on the ship. We're on our way to you. What exactly is to happen to you?
Okay, I guess I'll respond. Unsure. Safe for now. Will relay to a shale. Message back in 5 minutes.
And then I'm going to go to the window and start whistling the tune
Yep.
again.
I am probably already at the window, so I'll whistle back.
I'd like to quickly and quietly relay to a shale that our friends are safe. They're asking how we are and what they can do, and that they're, with Chorus and Cordelia.
I
And,
will put my head down on the stone and just shed a couple tears of relief.
No.
Just, okay. Not great still, but much better than we were. Okay. Multiple things. A trial is scheduled, but I think we both know that's going to be a farce. They have Belle captive too. Burned down her tavern, actually. Her niece has essentially been forced to testify against her, and her roommate that we briefly spoke to, Ellie, is missing, and I don't have high hopes for her survival. We should try to find any sign of Ellie, be it her alive or her dead.
You're saying a lot. We're probably gonna need to condense that down.
I know. Farcical trial expected. Scry on Lillian's roommate. Robert can show you her face. This obviously isn't a message, so this is kind of a shale trying to work out exactly how to communicate it.
Mhm.
Ask Robert for visual. Belle alive. Tavern burned. Belle alive, imprisoned. Tavern burned. Situation foobar.
Theodore, roll intelligence. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's a military term.
That's a nat 20, bitch.
Oh my god.
That makes it a 19, but it's a nat 20.
Your nat 20 is a critical success. I allow critical successes on skills. So, yeah, you are going to be able to relay all of that perfectly, just as the shale said. When
God dang.
when Cordelia messages you back. I'm sorry, buddy. I had to play off of that -1 intelligence a little bit.
Yeah. No, that's totally
you good.
fair.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. A shale listens and is like, God dang, he was paying attention. Jesus.
It's do or die. He had to.
It is.
So, Cordelia will message you. You relay all of that back, and she will grab Robert's attention and request,
Can you show me an image of a roommate of an L from Mulder Port? L Bell.
Yes, Bell.
That one, yes.
God. The two of you, Jesus. And is the brain cell in the room with us right now?
Surprisingly, it's with Theodore.
I need you to stay.
Yes.
you took it from the old lady.
I need you to show me an image of the roommate of Belle Ekro's niece.
Yes. Okay. Do you need me to roll anything, or do you want me to just say I cast major image?
Major image is fine, as long as you think Robert would remember her.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, you cast major image and show the roommate, and Cordelia will grab you and Val again to take you into her quarters, and she will cast scrying, and I'm here to tell you right now, it does not work.
It doesn't work as in there is not, like, it fails, like she rolled high enough, or rolled, do we know?
You don't know. It just doesn't work.
Okay, well, that's an even worse sign. That is arguably an even worse sign. Okay. She
But,
is so fucking dead. They murdered that girl.
Cordelia will tell you everything that Theodore told her, to both of you.
Well, that's a lot of information to take in.
Yep.
DM, I forgot to ask about this. I know that there's not a lot that I can hear through the door, but would I be able to, like, try and listen for gossip, or, like, try and hear any kind of reaction to Val and Robert just fucking disappearing?
Perception disadvantage. DC's high
well,
on
that's
that
gonna
too.
be fun. Disadvantage. All right, everyone ready for the nat one? Everyone ready? Everyone ready? Everyone ready?
Watch 2 nat 20.
It's a 10, actually. That's
10?
not bad, but not
bad.
amazing.
Not great. You hear nothing.
As expected. Well, I can always ask Belle when she shows up, if she shows up.
With those bits of information, Cordelia is going to explain everything to Chorus, and we'll say, no, I'm just gonna shorthand this. Cordelia explains everything. Chorus says, "Okay, so a farce of a trial. And do we have any proof for us to bring to this farce of a trial?"
There's the fucking problem. I told them where to grab the fucking notebook.
Where was the notebook again?
Pulpero.
The notebook is way inland. It's in Pulpero. That's going to be real hard for you to get to. And it's been multiple weeks.
It's been months.
Oh, well, it's been weeks since
weeks.
I told him.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, no,
Long
it
enough,
has.
yeah.
So I doubt that you guys are going to be able to get to it, which sucks really badly. In my notes, in my possessions, though, I had made a copy of everything in the journal.
Oh yeah, you did.
Now, if there was anything invisible, which I fear there was, then we're not going to be able to see that. But I do have a copy of all of the ledger notes that he had. So there is that, but it's not going to be enough. Not even close.
Okay.
7 hours later.
I hate making plans. So bad.
Sorry, buddy.
No.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So, hearing that there really isn't any evidence, there is no proof that you guys could bring to this, he says...
Besides testimonies, that's the problem.
Yeah, besides testimonies, which he's gonna say, good luck with that. He says,
We know.
so, here's the thing. I don't think you all win. I'm not saying that as a you shouldn't try, but here's the thing. If a leader of the city was... He kind of like does this exasperated like facial expression, was removed from their seat of power. What does that tell you? That tells us that Maxwell has essentially taken over. If he's capable of doing that, when there are two other individuals who are supposed to be, and he puts up air quotes, fair.
Coo. Now would be a good time to mention Dolly. Coo.
Dolly?
Dolly Tash. Dockmaster. The one that is literally in bed with Maxwell.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one.
Listen, player
remember
forgot
that.
this shit.
Shit. It's funny. Sorry, I had to giggle.
Good thing this bird that landed on my shoulder is really smart and says random words that suddenly make sense.
To everybody watching, I'm not really harsh with the like meta information that the characters would probably remember. Gonna be honest. So
The characters
It's a
would
lot.
remember. I don't as a player.
there's a disconnect between character knowledge and player knowledge. There always will be. So some sort of meta knowledge like that is fine. I don't care.
As long as we're supposed to know it.
Yeah, as long as you guys are supposed to know it, then you're cool. But if it's not like knowledge your characters know, then I'm gonna be like, shut up. They don't know. But this they would know. So we're good. Yeah, you remember Dolly Tash.
Yeah.
Right.
Dolly Tash. Oh god.
She was in bed with Maxwell. Thank you, Bird.
Bird gives you a feather up.
Okay, so two of them together. And where's the third one in all of this? We don't know. So all in all, we know that there are at least two enemies in the political circle of Mulder Port. You don't win. There's no way you win this. So now you have an option. Do you fight, or do you run? Now, I'm not saying you two run away, I'm saying the four of you run and do it all again.
Just constantly on the run.
I don't want to be on the run again.
We have to take care of this now.
I feel like this is going to go. Player speaking. I agree that we absolutely need to take care of this now, because otherwise we will be on the run for the rest of the campaign, and that's going to suck. Just in general, right?
Yeah.
We need to take care of this. I don't know what taking care of it looks like. I don't know if that is killing Maxwell. I don't know if that is. I don't want to make a deal with this fucking asshole, this bastard of a man. I don't want to run, because we've already been running and it's been exhausting, and I want to be able to walk into a location and not see wanted posters of our faces everywhere.
Yeah.
Of course, that's all the pigeon speaking, so.
2 hours later.
So, DM to players then. Would you then... Would the order of operations in your brain be break out of prison and then offer the ultimatum, or offer ultimatum as like a calling card, break out of prison, then have conversation?
We
Break
don't
out
want him to
first.
know that we are coming. Are you kidding me?
Listen,
Yeah,
I don't know, I
break
gotta
out.
ask.
I'm frankly debating even letting Val and Robert know, because if they're being scryed on, then anyone would know that they're coming. Like they could figure out, oh, they're on their way. They're going to be.
It's that or we die.
I don't want to die. I'll be very real with you. I would prefer not to fucking die.
All right. Then Course will say, so a stealth mission then.
Sounds like our best bet.
We can most definitely try. I will help the best I can, and so will the crew. I will speak to them about the situation and see who wishes to participate. I want them all to have a choice.
Of course.
And once we hopefully succeed, this ship may be used as a neutral ground. I'll do my best.
Several months later.
The thing of it all is that you don't know what Mulder Port looks like right now, as well. But either way, things may go in your benefit or your deficit right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm real proud of you guys. This is honestly a somewhat solid plan. I will give it to you. Like, good.
That's actually one of the most, reassuring things that I have heard. I'll be very honest with you, because my entire goal right now is keep a Shale alive so she can see Inra again and save her daughter and her husband.
Mm-hmm. So
That's it.
So don't get me wrong. Good plan. Things may change. So expect that. DM to players, expect change.
Okay.
The last thing that I would hope to be said during this session, I know it's been a little weird and a lot of meta talk, but the plan to go for the stealth mission and the ending scene for this session will be Chorus gathering up the crew on the top deck and explaining the situation that you all find yourselves in with them. I'm not going to necessarily do it in his voice, because honestly my voice is not really with me today. I do have a bit of a sore throat still. Goddamn COVID. But he's going to explain that a diplomatic mission is no longer an option. These people that they have all rescued are the innocents in this scenario. They have worked hard to try and prove it, but they do not have enough evidence to make it believable to anybody else who matters. So now they're going for a neutral ending, an ending where we rescue their friends and provide them a neutral way out where both parties walk away gaining and losing little to nothing. So that way, both can move on with their lives unsullied. That is the plan, and it will require a rescue mission. And hearing that, the crew is very with it now. They understand that there is not going to be a clear-cut, shall we say, a good versus evil scenario that happens here. And they're okay with that. A little bit of illegal maneuvers to get a neutral end, sure, they'll take it. And like Kors had told you guys before, the crew of the Wave Cutter is seeking a higher purpose than just simply moving cargo. A lot of them want glory. A lot of them want their names in the history books. A lot of them want to be remembered. Even if it isn't on a large scale where people tell stories to their kids about them and their crew, it doesn't matter. They want to be remembered by somebody other than themselves. And this is an opportunity for them to do it. Chorus has specifically searched for crew members who are like that because that is what he wants. And they are with him. And right now they are with you. With that, we end session.
Session number
49? 40, yeah, 40. Fuck.
Sam?
49.
Huh? What?
48.
Session number?
Session number 49.
Yeah.
Nice.
We got there eventually.
Sorry, I would have said it sooner, but my brain just stopped.
Your brain, what?
Huh?
Brain?
What the fuck's a D&D?
Are we rolling?
I
Are
think we might be
live?
rolling.
We are rolling.
Guys,
shit,
I
we're
have
rolling? We're rolling
terrible
right now?
news. I think we're
Um,
rolling.
We're rolling, four.
Four.
Yeah,
Three.
hold on. Is it a flat check?
What
Roll for goat.
Go check.
I rolled. I got 14.
Going with my religion, I'm rolling 16.
The shroom
I'm
rolled
going
a
to roll
14.
a
What does
20.
that mean, DM?
I'm gonna roll a 20. Okay, that's an 8.
For a second, I thought the 15 perception check was to notice us being drowned by waves.
Oh god.
So I was just like, holy god, there's like so much water. And Theodore was like, what? Looks down.
No. Sorry, I also thought of Robert screaming at 88 miles per hour and just.
Oh, goodness.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba.
That will definitely hit, and you take an additional 7 slashing damage.
Gray dear,
Yeah.
what dice are you using?
Not the ones you think.
Okay,
Which
I
ones
just
are
wanted to
they
make
then?
sure.
They're my galaxy dice, one that my buddy Chris got me, and these pearlescent ones that reminded me for some reason of bone, so I used it.
Okay.
Right, I just want to make sure.
Uh-huh. You all are just basically held up there. The crew of the... Excuse me, another gassy moment. Excuse me, good lord. I'm muted for that
Hashtag gas moment. Get it trending.
one. Good God, don't.
Hashtag Grey Crow gas moment. Hashtag gas moment. Hashtag TTRPG sesh.
Good God. You see Chorus moving his way across the ship.
It's our guy.
And
I'm so glad I was muted for my reaction. I might start crying, actually. Holy shit. Oh my god, chorus. Oh my god, I feel so much better. Oh.
I need to find that ship again. Where's that map?
Oh my god, chorus. Chorus, my best friend.
It's our boy.
Oh my
Let's go.
god. Oh my god. Oh, thank god. Oh, we have a chance, y'all. We have a fucking chance.
Chorus, I love you.
Oh
Oh,
my god. And, this entire time I still imagine him as Prince Sidon, so it's even better.
I know. It's like you lift it and it's just side on, and then you get the sparkle teeth smile.
That's all I'm imagining when you said the wing. I was like, oh, that's what he's doing. Yes.
Yeah.
I have so many questions for Chorus. I need to know how the fuck he got here. Oh my god. Did our boy tell him? Was it sheer fucking coincidence? Like, what is happening?
of course it had to be sheer luck. I gotta fucking.
Listen, I think the timing works out that he would have been on his way back and in port when we passed through. So I think that it was sheer fucking coincidence.
We will
Either
find
way.
out.
Oh my god, we have so much more than we did even just 15 minutes ago. Oh
What was
my
the last line
god.
you said?
What was that?
What was the last line you said? I have a lot of writing.
He said, so, what are we doing? Even he doesn't know.
Yeah, he was definitely lucky.
What does the
Whoa.
H stand for in Jesus H. Christ? Is it holy?
Yeah,
Oh. I thought it was like Herbert.
Hank.
Hank.
Howard.
Jesus, Hank Christ. That's gonna be Hank from now on. I'm never gonna be allowed in churches ever again. It's not like I go to them, but you know, if I ever wanted to.
Yeah. Great, I'm pretty sure if you walked into a church, something would be set ablaze by your existence. It's fine.
Ow.
It's not even him, it's the ghosts following him.
That's funny. The
That's
last
fair.
church I went into, they burned down half of it.
That would be
For how that
great.
should start, it should start with us like getting ready for our one shot. All of us just, or not getting ready for a regular session.
Mhm.
And then just as Gray is about to launch into a recap, Spider, you should go, wait. Gray, run me a one shot. And then it hard cut.
Yes, that's really good.
That'd be really funny.
And then fucking Sombrero puts in a new title card that's just
Uh-huh.
like a kazoo cover of our original title
Yes,
card.
exactly.
some
You see my vision.
We can each send like our own version of our MS Paint drawings with our characters and just like, here you go, and
Yeah.
just like crayon.
Hell
Oh my
yeah.
god, we've got to do this now. How goes it, everyone?
Oh, you know.
It go.
It do go.
Yeah.
It be like it do.
Be like it too. Oh,
Subaru
God.
hamsters.
All over the place. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Just keep popping them on. Keep just
Oh, boy.
we open up a cabinet, there's more hamsters. It's like that. It's like the Trouble with
Where the
Triples.
fucking
Yeah,
cabinet come from?
DM fucked up his notes. That means we get to leave class and
We get all our shit back.
Let's see. Let me scroll down in my notes to remember the guy's name.
Theodore goes Super Saiyan but cooler, and then he kicks Maxwell, and then he breaks out, and then he
His power is ultimate.
he becomes Maximum.
Does anybody in this group, I really cannot remember, does anybody in this group have a cloak of protection?
No.
No? Okay, cool. That was the other group then. I couldn't remember, and I couldn't figure it out. I was looking through everybody's character sheets, so I was like, I just need to ask them because I don't remember.
Sounds pretty cool if you want to give it to one of us.
Oh yeah, we all had one.
I can't
actually.
believe no one
Yeah,
lied.
actually, I had a sword that makes me
Just
really
I
don't
cool.
look
did
at my
have a
character
robe of
sheet really
stars.
quick. I'm just gonna move
But that
some
one's
things
legitimate.
around.
Cloak of
And do
protection.
my manta ray cloak.
Holy Avenger, yeah, all right, sure. Listen, I've never given out a legendary item in my life.
Rabbit has the entire deck of many things. Forgot to put
Was
that
it the
in
deck
there.
of many things, or was that other? Was it that other deck?
Deck of Mating Fates.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no.
Damn,
Yeah,
with a shot.
Cloak of Protection is a +1 AC, +1 to all saving throws. It's alright.
Okay.
Just for some reason, I thought one of you guys had. I was like, I don't think so. But
+1 to all saving throws sounds incredible.
yeah, it really does make a difference. Okay, so cool. Just making sure. But yeah, all the items are there, including the new ones. just snuggles up on you. It feels bad.
Like a dog fresh out of anesthesia.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like that.
I wish it was like that. Because dogs waking from anesthesia is violence.
Oh.
Poor babies.
They're not snuggly. They're very confused and scream.
Y'all
But
seen
this
that
gets snuggly.
owl that woke up from anesthesia or was waking up from anesthesia, and the vet put him back in the cage, and he just fucking face planted?
Yeah.
That can be Hema for this one. Thunk.
I love that. Sending to a shale. There is no connection.
God fucking dang it.
Hey, thank you for calling the shell. Sorry I can't reach the phone right now.
I'm a little tied up right now,
Well, tied up right now, goddamn.
but if you'll please leave your name, number, and a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Listen, all I'm saying is that we've cast Fireball in his office once.
Ice ball, and it was on accident.
I slipped
On
and
accident.
sneezed.
On accident.
By accident.
By accident.
By accident.
Oh, God.